everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Catherine. If you're new here, I am about to start my senior year of college, and I'm an early childhood special education major. I make a variety of content covering all sorts of topics. So today's video is a college advice video. So I'm just going to share a little bit of my experience, things I've learned over the last 4 years, things I wish I knew going into college. Yeah. So I have them written down. Let me find it. Okay. So the first thing is my major. So when I graduated from high school, thought I was just going to major in political science. It's something I'm really passionate about, so try to be involved in. And I ended up changing my major right before orientation, or at orientation rather, to early childhood and special education. It was something that I just felt passionate about and I knew I ultimately wanted to do, and decided to just go ahead and make the jump. I think it's totally okay to not know your major going in. Most people don't. That's kind of what college is for. The first year to 2 years are so gen ed heavy anyway. You're taking a science, a math, social studies, like all the general classes that it gives you time to figure out what you want to do, and it's not something to be embarrassed about. I kind of just knew deep in my heart what I wanted to do, but that is not the case for everyone. I have tons of friends who've changed more than once over the last 4 years. So that is my major experience. Freshman year, so going into freshman year, I don't know, you have these expectations. It's scary, it's nerve-wracking. And my personal experience freshman year was hard. I chose to not rush, so I didn't go through recruitment, so I didn't join a sorority. I had classes, but other than classes, I wasn't super involved in anything at first until I got involved in a Bible study with one of the Christian groups on my campus, and was able to meet some friends through my Bible study, and they kind of became my core group. But it was hard. It was such an adjustment. Figuring out it's just hard, and it's hard being alone by yourself for the first time. You don't know anyone. It's scary, and you learn a lot about yourself too. You learn things that make you stressed, things that make you anxious. I discovered my anxiety. I had anxiety my whole life, generalized anxiety disorder, but it really manifested itself and showed itself in different ways my freshman year. With all that stress, and I ended up getting an ulcer. It's hard. Freshman year is hard. I have friends who went through recruitment who will say that even for them, freshman year was so hard. It's just everybody's going through these new experiences, and I think that's what's important to remember is you're not alone. Everyone is nervous. Everyone's scared. No one's been to college before. It's a scary thing, and it's important to, I guess, following up on that, get involved. I didn't really get involved with anything until the end of my sophomore year, and I regret it. I wish I'd gotten involved earlier. The big thing that kind of kickstarted my involvement on campus was I'm on my university's homecoming committee, and so on a whim, I saw a poster in my dorm room or my hall promoting applications, and I decided to apply, and it was the best experience ever. And I regret not taking that leap earlier freshman year. I served on homecoming, so right after homecoming they start applications again. So I served midway through sophomore year, and then on for the junior year committee, so last year, 2019. And then I served as alumni relations and student engagement. So I planned an event that brings together alumni and students as off for homecoming week. And now I am actually the student director for homecoming, so I'm one of 2 co-directors, for the homecoming committee. So it was a great experience, and with that, I got involved in it's called Kappa Delta Pi. It is a national or international, I want to say, honor society for education students, and I'm in that, and I'm super involved in the exec of that. And this year I'm involved in Mortar Board, my university's chapter of Mortar Board, which is like a senior leadership society. And I was this past summer I was supposed to be. I still technically am, but we didn't actually have orientation. I was an orientation leader at my university, and just taking risks. I took a risk and applied. I didn't think I would get it, and I did. And I think that's important, is to just find different ways to get involved. Like I said, I didn't do a sorority. I didn't go through recruitment. And if that's something you're interested in, I think it's great. But if you're not, try to find other things like student government. I wish I had done that, like tons of different things to get involved with on campus. And I think it's important that everyone takes that leap to get involved. Friend groups. So like I said, freshman year, I kind of met a core group of girls. There was like 5 or 6 of us that we became just best friends. And I'm still good friends with them. However, I've evolved since then as a person. I've learned so much about myself and I've met so many new people. I have multiple friend groups and it's the best. I have my roommates who I'm super close with. I have my friends in my major who I'm super close with. I have the group of girls from Bible study that I'm close with, people I've met through orientation, through homecoming, just a lot of different groups of friends, and they all get along. They sometimes all hang out together, they don't. It's just been a great experience. I've tried to meet as many people as I can, connect with as many people as I can. You know, if I meet someone and I feel like we click, like go get coffee, go get dinner, get to know them better, and then, you know, build a friendship. I think it's important to try to, you know, put yourself out there, meet different people. Don't feel like the people you meet freshman year are going to be your friends forever. And, you know, your only friends. You can have tons of friends and it's great. Involvement, be yourself. Don't feel ashamed. I think in high school, I definitely felt pressure to like fit in, I guess, and like kind of try to mold myself to, you know, high school is a much smaller group of people. You try to fit in, you be yourself, but you maybe hold certain parts of yourself back. And in college, you can just be yourself and you will find groups of people that accept you for who you are. And on that too, you've learned so much about yourself. I think I've grown more as a person in the last 3 years than my whole life. I've learned so much about myself, my mental health, my physical health, my emotional needs, the kind of like love that I need, like verbal affirmation is my big thing. And like I've just learned so much about who I am as a person, what I like, what I'm interested in, what I'm passionate about. I've learned what I think my ultimate career goals are and like what I want to do long term. I've just learned so much about me as a person through all of this. And with that and with involvement, take those risks. Don't be scared. You know, the worst thing that's going to happen is somebody says no, and then you're in the same position you were in before. You know, take that chance and apply for a position at your university. Take that chance and just take the chances, because college is 4 years of your life that you will never get back. Maybe longer than 4 years happens, but you will never get it back. This is our time, like, to figure ourselves out, to try new things, take risks, figure out who you are. And these are times that we will never get back. And, you know, 10 years from now, you know, you can still be figuring out yourself, and that's great. I mean, we're always all changing. But 10 years from now, you know, you'll have maybe some more responsibilities than you will when you're 20. And I think it's important to seize those opportunities and to seize this season of life of being young and being, I don't know, just youthful and like figuring things out. So yeah, this is kind of a rambly video. Just some of my advice, tips, things I wish I knew going in. You know, I guess I'll list them off really quick. Again, your major, it's gonna change. And if it changes, that's okay. And if you don't know, that's okay too. And if you do know, that's great. I knew. Freshman year is hard. It's hard for a lot of people. You're not alone going through it. Everyone struggles freshman year. It's very common. Your friends, you are gonna meet tons of people. You're gonna find different groups of people. Friends, you can have tons of friends. If you have a couple friends, that's awesome. But don't feel pressured to just contain yourself to a small group of people. Get involved at your university, whatever that looks like for you. I think, you know, there's something for everyone at every university. I know, I didn't say this before, but my university has we have an organization website that has tons of like clubs and things like that for a variety of people. And I would highly recommend finding something like that at your university too. Be yourself. You're gonna figure yourself out during these years, and don't be afraid to express yourself and express yourself however you feel, and take risks, because this is the time to do that. Because if you don't take risks, you don't know, and this is the time for that. So yeah, that is some of my advice, things I wish I knew going into college. And I hope y'all enjoyed. And if you did, make sure to comment down below, like this video, subscribe. and I will see y'all Saturday.